All right. Everything is energy, and all of your power comes from within. That is what this video is all about. And I want to give you a pragmatic, down-to-earth, as grounded as I can be, explanation of this, so you know it. And in this video, I'm going to share with you a method so that you can feel this and tap into this yourself. My name is Bonawin, and I teach intuitive development. I'm also a musician, producer, and artist as well. My mission in life is to help others be their most authentic version of themselves. Everything is energy. Everyone always says this, and yet we live in this, what appears to be this physical, very palatable, real world. One that feels like the boundaries and the limitations have a totality to them, especially when there's something that we want and we don't know how to get it. We feel there is the block, the wall. Feels so real. And then on the flip side, when there are no walls and there are no boundaries, that can actually be uncomfortable for a different reason. A lot of people talk about this, the masculine and the feminine. Structure is preferred when it's holding the essence of what we want. But when it appears to be blocking us from what we desire, then it gets uncomfy. Society, your life, those who have taught you when you came into this world, have spoken to you in a way. They have taken their life experience and their singular point of view. Everyone on the planet has their own point of view. Everyone has their own story. And they have told you quite often, very exuberantly, very loudly, very matter-of-factly, that this is how things work. Life is like this. They might say life is hard, or money doesn't grow on trees, or these are super cliche ones, but you have to do this to do this. You have to go to college to get a good job, or this is the way to have a successful life, whatever it is. Two things I want to say to that, which are, one is that is their own experience, and it is based on their own desires and their own intentions as a soul, as a human, as a being, which may not be the same, wagging my finger here, as yours. And two, they are living inside the cocoon of their own limitation. And quite often, same as you, the limitations that have been passed down unknowingly, like fact. We come into this world bright-eyed, ready to soak it all in, accepting all these things as if they're truth. And when we do that, it goes from conscious, aka aware, especially when we're young, everything is kind of subconscious. We're just basically like a sponge soaking it up. We're like, yep, that's how that works. That's how that works. And so our life and our reality and our habits and the actions we're willing to take and the things we're willing to do, especially repetitively over time, are dictated by the stories that have been told to us, that we have received at a young age as if they are fact. And these, the double whammy combination between us thinking it's real, and then even if we try something else, it takes a time delay for it to actually change, creates a cell, a trap, a fucking cage that feels so real and impenetrable. And even when we try to take action, we feebly are rejected and shamed by those around us who, Hormozy says this, people don't want to really see you succeed in that way because it's fragile to their ego that keeps their own sort of pocket of reality safe. And I agree, I've experienced this. You will get blowback often when you start to be a pioneer initially. And then when you do it successfully, they'll call you a genius. Whatever. It is what it is. I want you to think about a time in your life when something really did change, when you changed, when something that you thought was permanent became impermanent. And if this is a positive thing, great. Please double down on it. If it's something that's painful, it's okay. It'll still serve its purpose. Just try not to get too lost in the pain of the story. And I just want you to think about and put yourself in that moment. If you need to pause the video just for a second, put yourself in that moment and just think about what it felt like to be in impermanence. Close your eyes, put yourself in that situation, and feel it in your body. Feel the shift. I'm not the same. The world isn't the same. Things have really changed. And if that can happen once, it certainly can happen again. There's probably a good chance you've experienced something like that a few times in your life. Certainly you aren't the same person that you were when you were 6 years old. You have changed in some way. Some ways stay the same. But the reason we're doing this is to show you that reality is malleable. And that if it is malleable, then it is changeable. If it's changeable in one way, it must be changeable in all ways. If you believe it's only changeable in one way, but not another way, then I want to challenge you that that is a limiting belief. Of course, there are collective agreements we have here in reality. There are certain things that may be more of a stretch. But even those things have been broken by some, and those are the true pioneers. I always come back to the 5-minute mile. No one ever ran a mile in 5 minutes. Then it happened. Now a ton of people can do it. Limiting belief, smash through. But there was a whole world of people, literally the entire planet, at one point, who one, didn't believe that was possible, and two, did not do it. This is my attempt to convince you that everything is energy. Because if things are changeable, if new things can be created, if boundaries can be broken, then limitations aren't here to trap us for eternity. They're here to be played with and support us. We're going to tie this to the physical form and the physical body, your physical vessel, because life in reality is a mirror. It is a mirror to you. And when you change yourself, you will experience changes on the outside. When your identity shifts, your reality shifts. There's one place in particular in the body, which is our solar plexus, or just kind of above the center of our gut. And the reason this is so important in this context and in this topic of everything is energy, because everything in reality holds a different frequency, and so we relate to different things in reality through different parts of our body. We see through our eyes, and we touch and grab and physically interact more through our hands. I guess you could interact directly through your eyes, but it wouldn't feel very good. The point is that different parts of the body are made to do different things and to relate to reality in different ways. And just as that works, so do the different parts of the body relate to reality energetically. And the center of the stomach really relates to action and worthiness and things changing quickly. Movement. It's a place of movement. That's why so many athletes, go-getters, those that have manifested great material abundance are very active and very secure, consistent in their solar plexus and their belief. So we're going to focus right here on this part of the body, and we're just going to get to know it. I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to put your attention there. You're going to use your mind's eye, your ability in which to focus on different parts of your body. Move your attention around your body, and then eventually go right to the center of the stomach. And I want you to just to accept whatever you find there and to be with it, to relax into it. Be curious and see what you find. See how that part of your body relates to the stories of your life, the boundaries of your life, the limitations of your life, who you believe you are now, how people treat you, what you think is possible, all these things. I want you to do that while maintaining intention right there. This can be challenging at first, but the main skill you want to build is being able to hold your attention in one spot, even as the thoughts come up. When the thoughts come up and the emotions come up, I want you to feel them, recognize them, see what patterns they bring up, And then keep looking at that same spot, not ignoring what comes up, but allowing it to be evidence, not an ultimate truth. So just breathe into the spot, center of the stomach. And I want you to imagine that all of your power, all of your attention, if it was put there, what if everything that you ever wanted or could ever want existed right there in that spot? The fulfillment of it exists in that spot, not in some faraway place, not in another person, not in an action that someone else could do to you or give to you or a scenario. The point is you're reconciling with the idea that the fulfillment of whatever you want is really going to be experienced through a feeling, and this is the exact spot where you're going to feel it. And so if you can take all outside circumstances out of the equation and just focus on the spot. Your power of choice becomes absolute. Maybe not instantaneously, but conceptually. So I want you to continue just relaxing the spot over and over and over again for time. And just imagining the thought that the gift, whatever it is that you want, it is you. This is a Neville Goddard. You are the gift. You are the gift. I am the gift. Doesn't matter if it's recognized immediately by anyone else. Completely letting go of who or what or how that is recognized, and we're surrendering to how the free will of all those in this collective reality, and we're allowing reality to reorganize itself around a baseline principle, which is that right here is everything that I want, and I am the gift. I just want you to practice that over and over and over and over again, deeper and deeper and deeper, until it becomes so irrefutably known and true. And then I want you to just simmer in it for a time, knowing that that's the only work. If anything gets in your way, it's okay, don't force your way through it. I actually want to give you a chance to allow this process to bring up old beliefs, and in the bringing up of those old beliefs, just try to figure out what they are. And we're going to close the meditation for now. And to end the video, I'm going to let you know that if you had any limiting beliefs come up, I do have a full process that goes into this, and we'll remove them very quickly so you can actually fulfill what we're doing here. If that's something you want to do, I'm putting a link in the bio right there. And that also gets you into my online community where you can continue to grow with all of us and learn from each other. So you don't have to do this alone. Like the video, please, so more people can see this. Subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. All right. Peace and love and blessings to you.